Hey guys, what's up? So this is the part 2. I have already explained 2011, 12 and 14 paper. I reserved this part in the last because I wanted to show you how fast can one solve these question papers, which I actually did in the real examination hall and got a decent score of 75 out of 80 correct, that is 183.3. So this will be done entirely without formulas, plus I'll also show you how to do it with formula and how much extra time it's going to take. So let's start. If you have any query, just do it in the comment section. This is the Facebook page URL, facebook.com/romanseni.official. Do hit the thumbs up and I'll know that you like the video. So anyways, in a rare gold coin, there is one gold coin for every 3 non-gold coin. 10 more are added, so it becomes 1:2. So earlier it is 1:3. Now it is 1:2. So let's assume earlier there were 10 gold coins and 30 non-gold coins. Now you have added 10 more, so it becomes 20 to 30. But the ratio is less. So you need to start with the bigger figure initially. So let's start with 15, so it has to be 45. So now it is 25 and 45, still the ratio is less. So start with certain bigger figure. So start with 20, so it was 60. Now you added 10, so it is 30 and 60. So now the ratio is, earlier the ratio was 1:3, so now ratio is 1:2. So answer is 30 plus 60, that is 90. So this is the simple way. There is no need of any formula whatsoever. People can start with, let's say they are x, so there has to be 3x, then x plus 10 is there, then it is also x plus 10 is equals to, now it becomes 2x, x raised to 2x. So you can solve it by this, but it will take you much more time than this approach. Start with the smallest figure 1 and 3, add 1 0, still not figure, then add 5, then add again 5. So this is how you do it. A gardener has 1,000 plants. He wants to plant them in such a way that number of rows and the number of columns remains the same. So it means it's a problem of squares. So I know it. So he wants more plants. So what more is 1,000? That is 1,024. So that is the square which is closest to the 1,000. So you must be knowing 512, then 1,024. So this is like the square of 2's. That is how the 2 progresses. So the answer is 24. But I think you should remember various squares at least. It will help you. So the key to remember square is 1 is equals to 1, 2 is equals to 4, 3 is equals to 9, then you have 16, then you have 25, then you have 36, then you will have 49, then you will have 64, then you will have 81, then you will have 100, 121, then you will have finally 144, 169, 196, 225. So the keys, you will add 3 here, you will add 5 here, you will add 7 here, you will add 9 here, then 11, then 13, then 15, then 17, then finally 19, then you will add 21, 23, and so on and so forth. It will go on and on and on. 25, 27, 29, you can take it anywhere. So this is how you remember the squares. All the squares you need to remember. It is very important. So the answer here will be 24, because the squares will, if you root of 124, you will find it will something like in form of x square, where the number of rows and columns are same. A sum of 700 has to be used to give 7 cash prizes. Okay, if each price is 20 less than its preceding price, what is the least value of the price? What I will do is very simply, the middle price will be the average of, it is an arithmetic progression, so the middle price, that is the fourth price, will be the average. And what will be the average of these 7 price? That is 100. So the third price will be 80, second price will be 60, and the first lowest price will be 40. The answer becomes 40. Or the fifth price will be 120, 140, 160. Or you can approach by formula also, it's very boring. Let's assume the lowest price is x, then the highest price will be 6 times into 20 plus x, that is equals to 120 plus x. Now you know that the average of AP is known. So what will be the average of 120 plus x divided by 2? So the average of this will be x plus 60. So now you know it is 100, so x will be equals to 40. Or still, if you want to go further, you can multiply it. 7x plus 420 will be equals to 700. You know this. So now x will come out to be 40. So you can solve it by either way, but this is much faster way. Out of 120 applications of a post, 70 are male. So obviously 50 are females and 80 have a driver's license. Okay, what is the ratio? Minimum to maximum number of males having driving license. So minimum can be where 50 females have license, so 30 has to have license, and maximum all 70 can have. So the answer will be 3 to 7. Very very simple, no problem. In a garrison, 1000 soldiers for 1 month have food. So let's say one soldier eat one packet per day. So you have 30,000 packets of food per day. After 10 days, 1000 more soldiers join the garrison. So in 10 days, 10,000 packets are consumed. 20,000 food packets are left. Now you have 2,000 soldiers. So the food packets will last for 10 more days. So answer is very very simple. If you do it in this way, it becomes very very easy. A tank full petrol lasts for 10 days. Okay, so let's assume it's X, or let's if it starts using 25% more every day, how many days the tank full petrol will last? So there are two interpretation in this. Either you can use it in term of simple rate, or you can use it in term of compound rate. So if you use it in terms of compound rate, the answer will be obviously less than 5, because you will start with 1.25, then 1/4 of it if you will add, then it certainly become around 2 to 3 in the third or fourth attempt. So the answer will come less than 5. So this cannot be the answer. So interpretation is in terms of simple rate. So he is using 1.25 liters rather than 1 liter. So if 1 liter lasts for 10 days, so 1.25 will last for 10 divided by 1.25. So that will be equals to 8 days. So answer is here is 8 days. A person can walk a certain distance and drive back in 6 hours. Okay, so walking plus driving is equals to 6 hours. And if he walks both ways, then it is 10 hours. So 2 walking is equals to 10, so walking is equals to 5, so driving is equals to 1, so 2 driving is equals to 2. So answer is 2 hours. Very 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 simple question. Now 4 friends ABCD distribute some money among themselves in such a manner that A gets less than B. Okay, A is less than B, and C gets 5 more than D. Okay, so C gets 5 more than D, D gets more than B, and B gets more than A. Okay, so who gets the smallest amount? Answer is A. Very very simple, no logic at all. In class of 45 students, a boy is ranked 20th. Since you have to find from end, so now the people behind him are 25 and ahead of him is 19. He is here. Okay, two boys joined rank and his rank dropped by 1. So 1 is obviously ahead, now it becomes 20, now they become 26. So what is his rank from end now? It is 27th. He is the 27th person from behind, or 21st from ahead, one on the same thing. A thief is running at 8 km per hour, is chased by a policeman whose speed is 10 km per hour. If the thief is 100 meter ahead of policeman, the time required. So it is a case of relative velocity. So just assume in this case, let's say you are moving by 10 km per hour and I am moving by 9.99 km per hour. So you will realize that there is absolutely no movement whatsoever which is perceivable. So if I am moving by 9 kilometers, so you will feel like you are going away from a speed of 1 km per hour. Here the policeman is running faster, so he is running at a rate of 2 km per hour relative to the thief's velocity. So in this case, since he is covering 2000 meters in 60 minutes, so he will be covering 100 meters in 3 minutes. So answer is 3 minutes. Very very simple question. There is not big logic in it. A train travels at a certain now this is a question which you will need common sense, otherwise formula will take you hours and hours together. So let's say 63 is there, 72 is there, and average speed of 6 more in second case. 3 hours to complete the total journey. What is the original speed? So let's say 63 divided by 24, so it is more than 2. Similarly in this case, if you divide 72 by 30, so it will also be more than 2. So it is more than 5 hours in this case, so it cannot be 24. Similarly 63 divided by 33, see it cannot come in a round figure, so it even this is not case, because it is approximately 2 hours here and 2 hours there, so it will be 4. So this is also gone. Now see in 42, so 63 divided by 42, it comes plain old 1.5. Now 72 divided by 48 is also 1.5. So answer in this case is 42. Very very simple by logic. Otherwise if you want to solve it, you have to solve it using average equation, where time total will be equals to 3 is equals to 63 divided by v plus 72 divided by v plus 6. So it will be very very complicated kind of equation. If you want to solve, you can solve, and it will be quite complex. 63v plus 63 into 6 plus 72v is equals to 3. Now you can solve it in this way, that is 3v square plus 18 is equals to 63v plus 72v plus 63 into 6. So it will become a quadratic equation, and if you put value v is equals to 42 in this, you will get the answer and the equation will be balanced. So please do not use formula when it is not required at all. In this question you can see that there are 5 people, A, B, C, D and E. Since they all come from a different city, so you have to find out which city they are from. B and C do not belong to Q. Okay, just see here, C does not belong to R, S, T. C also do not belong to Q, so C belongs to P. Very simple. E do not belong to Q and T. E do not belong to PR, so E belongs to S. Again, very easily now you can see that B do not belong to Q, B do not belong to PR, and S is already taken, so B belongs to T. Is that understood? And finally D do not belong to Q and T, and P and S are already taken, so D belongs to R, and A is finally belonging to Q. So which one of the following statement is not correct? C belongs to P, okay, this is correct. D belongs to R, this is also correct. A belongs to Q, this is also correct. B belongs to S, this is wrong. So now 7 men A, B, C, D are standing in a queue in that order. Okay, so this is A, B, C, D, E, F and G. First see what you have to find out. Color of cap worn by F. Okay, so each one of us is wearing a different color. D is able to see in front of green and blue but not violet. E can see violet and yellow but not red. G can see all caps other than orange. So G is definitely orange. There is no doubt about it. Now if E is wearing an indigo, okay, and E can see violet and yellow but not red. So obviously F is wearing red. There is no doubt about it. So answer is C. But further, if you want to solve the entire thing, D is able to see in front of green and blue but not violet, and E can see violet. So obviously D is wearing violet. There is no doubt. So remaining 3 colors are not seen. So it can be green, it can be blue, and the final color which is left is yellow. So the answer is this. So these 3 are not decided, but these 4 are definitely decided. You can find out. There are some balls of red, green and yellow. There are as many red balls as yellow, so R is equals to yellow. Let's assume there are 10 balls. Now twice as many yellow balls as green balls, so green balls are 5. So the number of red balls is obviously double the number of green balls. Very stupid question. So answer is B. Consider the following statements. A primary group is relatively smaller in size. Intimacy is an essential characteristic of a primary group. A family may be an example of a primary group. All families are primary groups, wrong. All primary groups are family, wrong. A group of smaller size is always a primary group, again it is wrong. Members of a primary gang are known each other intimately, yes, because it is an essential characteristic. So answer is D. Now these are decision making questions. Please refer 2014 2011 papers to know more about how to solve them. So head of the office, certain house reserved. Personal secretary close to you comes to you and pleads. Father seriously ill, should be given priority. Office secretariat examined and turns down the request, follows according to the rule. So what will you do if you don't want to annoy him? Call him over to your room, personally explain why the allotment cannot be done. This is the best thing. You have a personal touch. The person do not feel bad, plus you also follow the rules. So this is the best option, A. Allot the house to him. This is absolutely wrong. This is dishonest and illegal. Agree with the office note to show you are not biased. This is very important. You should be unbiased, fair and justice should be delivered. So C also answer. So answer is A or C, and this shows inaction and cowardice on your part. So this is wrong. Traveling in Delhi, adjacent informs he has no permit for running the taxi in that city. He will stop at a transport office, pay prescribed fee of 40 for a day. While paying the fee, you find that taking an extra 50 rupees, okay, for which there is no receipt. You are hurry, okay. Even if in your hurry, you have to do the right thing. You have to go up to the counter. You have to ask the clerk to give back the money. This is absolutely non-negotiable. Do not interfere, do not allow. You are an active citizen, you have to do it. Take note of the incident, subsequent report the matter to concerned authority. This can also be done since you are in a very hurry, and if we treat it as a normal affair, then God helps. So answer is A or C. Far off a village, a person is there, which is almost 2 hours by bus. Villager's neighbor is a very powerful landlord who is trying to occupy the poor villagers' land by force. You are DM, busy in a meeting called by a local minister. Villager has come all the way by bus by foot to see you and give an application seeking protection. Villager keeps on waiting outside meeting hall. Come out of the meeting, rushing to another meeting. He submits his application. What will you do? See, he's already taken so much time to come to meet you. You cannot ask him to wait for 2 hours. So this is wrong. This is unethical. Tell him that matter is actually to be dealt by junior officer. See, if it was to be dealt by junior officer, he would have dealt by now. So this is also not very correct. Call one of your senior subordinate officers and ask him to solve the villager's problem. This sounds perfectly fine. Quickly take the application from him, ask him a few relevant questions, and then proceed to the meeting. This is also fine. So answer is C or D. There is shortage of sugar. You are the DM. Government has ordered only maximum amount of 30 kg sugar is to be released. The son of your close friend is getting married. Your friend requests you to release 50 kg sugar. He expresses annoyance and tell him that since you are DM, you can do whatever you want. You do not want to spoil your friendship. If you release the extra amount, people will see you as biased and unfair, and you will lose your credibility. So answer A is wrong. Refuse your friend the extra amount and strictly follows the rules since you do not want to spoil your friendship. So this is also wrong. Show your friend the copy of government instructions and then accept the lower amount. C is also right. And in this case, I will think since you are strictly following the rules, even if the friendship goes haywire, so even B is correct because D is absolutely wrong because you have to interfere in this matter. So answer is B or C in this case according to me. You are in charge of implementing family planning program and there is a strong opposition. Okay, you want to convince the residents of the need for keeping small families. What is the best way of communicating this message? See, logical, rational explanation is always best in case there is strong opposition. You help them learn how it is benefiting them. If I encourage late marriages, it will not work in settings and it will not help at all. You offer incentives also, it is also very good. And if there is already strong opposition, people will not believe that those people who have sterilized are telling the truth. So answer is either A or C. You are a teacher in a university or setting up a question paper on a particular subject. One of your colleagues whose son is preparing comes to you, informs son's last chance to pass the examination. Please indicate what questions are asked. In past, he helped you. His son will suffer from depression if he fails. Even if he suffers from depression, you cannot do injustice to other candidates who are preparing diligently. In view of the help he had given you, extend your help to him. This is absolutely wrong. Regret that you cannot be of any help to him. Yes, this is correct. Why not? Explain to your colleague that this would be violating the trust of the university authorities and you are not in a position to help him. Yes, this is also right. Report the conduct of your colleague to the higher authorities. So this is not advisable because B or C is the correct answer in this case. So in this question, basically it's absolutely meaningless how many hobby clubs or whatever they have because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It could be anything. It's basically a question of since they are meeting every third day, some is meeting second day, fourth day, and fifth day, and sixth day. So basically you have to find the least common multiple among these three. So out of 180, you will be able to find at which day the least common multiple will coincide. So for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so 2 is 2 to the power 1 is there, 3 to the power 1 is there, because of 4 it becomes 2 to the power 2, 3 remains 1, 5 becomes 5. So you multiply this, you will get the LCM, so it will be 60. Since there are total 180 days, so you will divide it by 60, so every 60th day they will meet, that they will meet on 160, 120 and 180 days. So answer is A, that is 3. Now in this figure, this is bit complicated, but it's not very complicated. See this, first see this arrow moves from left and then it goes outside and then it comes again. So this arrow will definitely come this side and it will be again in the downward position because when it comes from this side it's in downward position. Second of all, this position is exact reversal of this position. So fourth is reversal of first. So fifth will be reversal of second. So by applying these two logics, you can easily deduce now. Since it has to be reversal of this, so this goes out of the picture, and this also goes out of the picture. So just see these two pictures. So it is up, so it has to be down. So these two can be there. Now see, this L should be also reversed. So this is the correct answer. So answer is B. Now it was a bit long question. I took about 3 minutes in the exam hall to solve this question. So it is like 6 per kilometer is the charge, and the cost of diesel is 40 rupees a liter. So the total payment is given here. So which car has maximum average speed? So the approach will be like this. I'll solve for car A and C. What assume the total distance is A. So total distance will be equals the velocity of car A is A. So distance traveled will be equals to A into time, that is 20A for car A. Okay. Now total payment will be equals to distance plus the cost per kilometer, that is 20A. In this case the cost is fixed, so 6. Now the addition part will be what? It will be the number of mileage which you are traveling and the total distance covered. So total distance covered is equals to 20A. Now assume here, for covering 8 kilometers in car A you pay 40 rupees, for covering 1 kilometer you pay 5 rupees, and for covering 20A kilometers you will pay 20A into 5. Is that understood? So the formula will be 20A into the fixed cost, that is 40 rupees per liter, divided by mileage. So you add these things to, that is distance, that is total payment will be equals to 20A into 6, that is 120A plus 100A. Is that understood? So in this case it is equals to 2120. So now you can find out A, which will be equals to 2120 divided by 220, and it will be more than 9. So even by solving in crude way, you will be able to make out that A will be the correct answer, and I have solved it for you, so you can see it here. So for A it will be 9.63. Similarly it goes, so this 40 is equals to mileage, and this 6 is equals to the fixed pay. This 6 is here, and these are the mileage which is given per car, and this A, B, C, D are the respective speeds. So in this case 9.63 is the correct answer, or you can also see, since A is greater than 9, hence it is the greatest value. So I hope you like this video. So all the 2011 to 2014 paper are covered. If you want me to cover the mains paper or reading comprehension or essay or English or Hindi compulsory, I'll not cover them anyway. So if you want me to cover the previous part, do let me know. This is the Facebook page. I really like to help people who can't afford coaching, otherwise like these videos. Do spread and share the message, and comments and hit the thumbs up. You can also tweet to me at my Twitter handle at ramanji. And thank you for watching the video. Have an awesome day.